know. This is a little bit quieter than I'm normally used to. I've just come out for a walk in the local woods and it's lovely. When I arrived here the sun was out, so there was a lot of light streaming through the trees, but I think it's starting to get a bit cloudy, which it was forecast to do. Sorry, I get distracted by two gorgeous big dogs. We're just out for a walk. I can hear water nearby, so I think there's a river here, which I've never been in here. No, I was in once years ago when I first moved here, but I haven't actually been back since, and I wanted to come down and have a look and see how good it was for photography, which I encourage you all to do, because I've passed so many nature walks and stuff that I didn't know existed here. And we're going to go as deep into this wood as we can. I can hear cows, so we're not far from a field. So it's a very well constructed path. I mean, there's loads of like wildflowers here and forget-me-nots and stuff. So for that reason I tend to stick to the paths. So I found what looks like an awesome woodland area through here. I've had to drive on a little bit. I got stopped at the last one by what must be a local resident asking, "What are you doing here? What are you doing?" I'm taking pictures. Up to another woodland in the area, and I'm going to go and scout it out, but it's behind a recycling plant, so it's not very accessible for the car, so I've just had to sort of abandon it and I'm going to walk up. I've abandoned it at the canal, so I'm in a parking space. But yeah, we walk on the road for 2 seconds and then we'll be there. I crawled my way through there, but I'm blocked off by a burn, so can't get any further in the woods, which is a shame because it's lovely today. So I've got one more idea for local woodland, and I know there's a competition there because I've seen it before. So let's just hope that this light plays ball, because I know we're due rain soon. It's just not dense enough to get any sort of awesome light, and the trees are too close together. It's far too chaotic to actually try and make a picture out of. So this woodland, or this part of the woodland anyway, is out of bounds, because you can only get so far and then you're blocked. So this is in Bishopbriggs. Unless you're happy to trail through the burns, you're not going to get much further into those woods. Plus I think I startled an owl. I found a really dark bit actually, but then I heard a big flappy noise and I bricked it and I ran away. So yeah, let's continue on to the next bit and see what we can get down here. But I've got a wee bit of a walk back to the car now, so let's go and have a look and see what we can find. I came back down to the car to get to put my stuff back in. Obviously the woodland bit up there was a bit dense, so I came down here and I've come down to the canal to have a look, but apart from some awesome tadpoles, which are cool, there's not really much going on here. The light's kind of going a bit, so the reflections are amazing, but with no light kind of hitting the surrounding trees and stuff, the dynamic range is all over the place. You've got blacks in the trees area and the sky's whited out completely. I put a polarizer on to try and cut through some of that, but unless I overexposed and bracketed, which for a canal photo I wasn't really willing to do. So I'm going to go up to the other woodland area that I spoke about before, which I know for definite there's definitely a picture up there, because there's an awesome big tree up there that I want to go photograph. So let's go and head up there just now. Hopefully this is third time lucky. I'm a bit more optimistic about this one because look at this tree behind me. So I'm going to go in there behind me to watch my feet because it's very boggy. We're in a boglands now. So this is woodland and it's in a bog as well, so it's a beautiful place to come. Obviously there's no light because it's all behind the clouds now. But I think we could probably still get something. I'm getting quite far in. Try not to step on. There's a lot of ivy on the ground here. So, and I have seen deer in here before as well. And this is probably more dense actually. There's a lot of fern here. Let's see if I can just find one cool feature here or one cool tree. I'll be quite happy because I feel like I've been wandering about woods for hours. There's a wee path here, so we'll just follow this through. I love these big giant ferns, they look amazing. I mean, you're expecting dinosaurs, aren't you? And T-Rexes and velociraptors hanging about here. I think that's the only dinosaurs I know, actually. When I stop to take a picture, you'll know all about it. So I'll be excited. I better watch I don't get lost, actually, because I've got a bad habit of doing that when I'm out and about. Midges everywhere. I'm going to figure out which way I'm going to go, and then I'll let you know. Yeah, well, that didn't take too long. Found this tree here, which is just there, on my way through these woods, and it kind of reminds me of a bonsai tree. It's got this beautiful curve in the branch, which then comes up to this sort of canopy of leaves on the top. It's a very young tree, so the leaves are still pretty vibrant, and it just looks amazing. I also placed my tripod very carefully to make sure I don't trample it, but I don't know what it is, it just looks cool. So I'm shooting at f8, 1/4 of a second, ISO 100, very simple, no light, but I'll probably bring out the colours of that tree in Photoshop later, sort of separate it a little bit more from the background. But for now, I quite like this low position that I've got here. It makes it seem more grand, the tree, because it's quite small, lovely and quiet in here. So yeah, first shot in the bag, and these woods are fantastic. So let's continue down and see what we can find. Yeah, I'm really just having a wander just now. This place is awesome though, really, really cool place. I have been here loads of times, but never been this far out in the woods before. I'm just trying to watch my feet because it's very boggy, as I said. Big twisty tree here, and it looks really cool. I'm not sure if I can get a photo out of that though. There's some nice light hitting it, but it's not quite what I was looking for. It's just behind me there. There was one in particular that I remember looking at before and thinking it looked awesome. I don't remember where it is. Right, I'm almost back at the path now. The brambles are trying to catch me. So I'm just going to go back in this way again, because I think this wee tree is in here somewhere. Because I passed by a big huge tree with a trunk in it. And I have passed that already, so I wore my jeans today so I wouldn't get caught in the brambles. But it's over there. There's loads of dead trees here as well, which can sometimes look quite cool contrasting against these new ones, but that's not what I'm looking for today. Found the big twisted tree I was looking for, and it's there. A wee teeny bit of light breaking through, which is just enough to sort of light up the moss on it, so I'm going to try and get a picture of it. That was a bit of a trek trying to find it though. It looks pretty cool, there's a fern in front of it, so I'm just going to work through the composition just now, and then once I've got it set up, I'll tell you what I'm going to shoot. I think this might be my last photo here. I've dialed in everything. I've got a 2-second timer on. I've got a polarizer on because I don't want any of that glare coming through. I've eliminated all the white sky in this photograph, and it's lovely. That's it. Everything's focused, everything's done. For this image there was a lot of jiggery pokery involved. I had to take the camera handheld and move it around, get up close, get far away, zoom in, use a wide angle, try to find the right kind of composition. And ultimately what I finished off with was this sort of, well, this was higher up, but the sort of head height angle, shooting at f8 at 1/6 of a second. It's very dark. Obviously we're not that much in the canopy, but it's still pretty dark here, just to try and get the moody sort of woodland feel that I was going for, which I'm really, really happy with. So I'm going to post that here so you can have a look at it. But yeah, this is lovely. Moral of the story from this video is just explore your local woodland, because you never know what you're going to find. And I knew this bit was here already, but I wanted to have a look at other bits of the area today, which were a bit fruitless, but I knew this tree and this branch was here, and I knew that this was going to be a good photo, whether there was going to be light here or not. Obviously if there was a bit of light coming through it would have been better, but because you could have picked up some of the highlights on the moss and the branches and stuff, but you can't win it all. And the weather's been rotten, and I'm getting eaten alive by midges again. On account of the fact that I'm getting eaten alive again by midges, next week's video is going to be completely different. I'm going to take you to work with me next week. I'm doing an event next week, so I want to take you with me and show you what I do when I'm not taking landscape photos. So that's going to be quite exciting. I'm going to be shooting a In fact, I won't tell you, I'll wait till next week. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's been a very chilled woodland stroll around where I live. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And until next week, I'll see you soon. Bye!